Hello and welcome to another episode of Ranked Arms. I'm only going to be showing off some against this one player. He was rank 16, named R4MI09. I don't know if that's a reference or something or what, but again they were rank 16. They used Ninjara. Let's get into it. The first game is on Ribbon Ring, and so last time someone commented that they like seeing the beforehand where you select your arms because it gives an idea of what their controls are. But I mean, I already knew about that sort of thing, so I can just say that they are indeed using button controls, not motion controls. So it looks like I'm able to bop him with the popper there. I do really well this first round, and then I don't do so well the second round, and then I do pretty well the third round. Actually, I don't remember how I did the third round. I might have done well, but anyway. So he's using double bird arms, which normally gives me trouble, but they played it a little bit differently than most double bird arm users do, so I was able to get away with pretty quick knockout there. So let's go to round 2. So they switched to double parasol, so I don't really do that well, since he'll win basically any trade we get, and since parasols, they come back pretty quickly, he can just spam and spam them, which he does do, and does that a lot more on the next battle, the third battle with him. And he uses double parasol, it's insane the amount of spamming he does. I finally do get a good hit. I'm actually in the lead here, so if I were able to just maintain this, I'd do well, but I think I got too greedy, so if I just sort of laid back, sort of get caught in the landing lag there. See, look at this, is just ridiculous, and I can't really do anything about it either. You get hit by the rush there too. So my big mistake here is trying to make the first strike, when clearly that has not worked, but I continue to try to do that. I also try to get a hit from above. This was pretty smart of him, even though it's not the first time I've seen this done. He uses the fact that I can't see him behind the pillars to get a surprise attack on me. So I try to rush him, get him there. First I thought it wouldn't get him since his parasol cancelled out the popper. Anyway, I knock him out of the rush, and although when he just gets super defensive now, since he is the lead, so there's not really anything I could have done. Anyway, on to the last round. I switched over to Whammer since that does good against Parasol, but then he switched back to Bird Arms. So that was also really smart of him, since a lot of players I face, whenever they get something like a Parasol that works really well, they'll just continue to use it, since if it isn't broken, don't fix it. Anyway, get a grab on him there. So bird arms, when they hit the shield, they sort of fall down and stay down for a while. And again, using the pillars. Ribbon Ring I'm not a huge fan of, mostly because of the pillars constantly popping up to get in your way of things like dodges, and so I rush, I miss, he misses again, so we both basically wasted our rushes. So another thing about the Whammer is that it's not a good first strike arm because of how really slow it is actually. It's definitely an arm you're going to want to use whenever you're reading your opponent. For example, right there was definitely more of a lucky read, but that was a good read though. And a little bit of lag there. Did you see that? He just fell down again. But you gotta read them to see whenever they're going to double punch and then punish them accordingly. So he just get a grab on me here, and if you look here, our healths are about the same, so I think I'm gonna lose. And then I use my rush there to cancel his grab, even though there's no way I would have been able to land it. Like, see you there. So, apparently I did have the health lead since I won that one. So, that was good. Good game for the first one. Unfortunately, I don't do so well in the second one since he figures out the combo that's working against my current strategy, so I have to adapt in the final round. See, the parasol is good for straight, while the bird arm is good for the not getting knocked down by the whammer, basically. And I do luckily get a hit on him there. A grab in his face might work against someone who's not spamming jump, but since this person is spamming jump, it didn't work out for them. So in case anyone's wondering, the reason I switched to Whammer is because I was kind of tired of the blorb going through things. And just in the past, in general, I've had more success with the Whammer than any other heavy arm. And I'd prefer not to use the Kablammer since people will often get shoulder shots on me, which would cause it to explode in my face. So what I'm trying to do here is use the Coolerang to bait out an attack so he'll be stuck in place, and then I can use the Whammer. I don't know how well this strategy worked out for me. It didn't work out so well, but it might have also been I didn't play it out that well. I'll just do a late shield there and super armor through. He just needs one more hit on me. He's trying to do that through the pillars thing again. And that was a pretty crazy shot there. He gets the bird off the top of the screen, so I can't even see it, and then it comes down on me. Anyway, let's go to round 2 now. Oh, I think I'm gonna sneeze, so just me. Alright, sorry about that. I just didn't want to break you guys' eardrums. So, normally that wouldn't have been a reactable rush, but what he was trying to do is bait something out of me, such as, I don't know, another punch, which honestly wouldn't have done unless that was a grab, which it doesn't appear to be. It appears to actually be just 2 normal punches since the bird is further ahead. However, because the bird arm was already back and the parasol arm needed to come back too, I had some time to react with a shield before he could rush. So that was very good. Anyway, try to grab him there, but just cancel out. Oh my goodness. That's another thing I don't like about this stage, is these random blocks coming along and just canceling the punch. Like you can see it canceled the Coolerang punch that most likely would have hit him if that wasn't there. Anyway, we keep just trading punches since both our arms are medium. So it goes for some random grabs here. I don't even know what happened to this one. Like, why... Maybe we're not hitting each other because we're just out of each other's range, since that just stopped. So it looks like he realized that as well and started approaching more. And then I just dashed right into that grab. So that was a bit frustrating, getting hit by that rush. And then the bird, again, just comes around from the top and slams my head. So... for me, that was not the best second game, but we did get to rematch a third time, and this time we went to Spring Stadium, stage I'm a bit more comfortable on. So I switched to the popper boomerang, and what I tried to do at the beginning was, since we're close together, I tried to do an instant grab, which works on most characters besides Twintel and Min Min, because they can kick or slow down to grab. And that's only if they start by dashing forward or away or doing nothing, since you can't really react to this instant grab. But it looks like it didn't work, so little was lost since they didn't punch through it. So as you're gonna see here, he's gonna just jump and spam these parasols like crazy. Like, this is ridiculous. So I wasn't really sure what to do here, since I would lose any trade, and his arms are staying charged so long that he can get 3 punches in before they lose their charge. So I'm trying to play his game too and jump off these springboards. You know, if you can't beat him, join him. It looks like we sort of did a little party there. Try to get some hits on him and finally touch the ground. And did you know Mechanica can actually fly across the entire Spring Stadium with her hover? Ha, used the rush way too early there. That might have actually landed if he'd used it later. So another thing I'm doing wrong here is like actually trying to hit him whenever he does this, especially with the cracker, the popper. What's that about? Which just leaves me vulnerable for a parasol strike. I really like this new format since it allows me to actually commentate on what I'm doing wrong. And I got pretty salty after that, so I just sort of let him do whatever, since there's no way I would have come back anyway, so, you know. I wanted to at least be not knocked out though, so I just shield dosed. So anyway, moved on to Cracker and Whammer. So what he tried to do there was similar to what I tried to do at the beginning of the first round with a sudden grab. Looks like we get a trade there, and so I believe Whammer did more damage, so good trade for me. So anyway, I don't remember what I was just saying. Sorry, I can finish that up in the comment section if someone wants me to. But anyway, what I'm gonna try to do here is read his parasol shots, and then throw the cracker through them since it's not fast enough. Also, yeah, Yabuki. I'm very, very satisfied that I got to do that. And yeah, that was a really good combo. So I used my Whammer way too early there, and since it's so slow, I was left vulnerable for a long time. So most people, they like to get in your face before rushing, so that's what I thought he was gonna do, but he actually read that and got a grab, so that was good on his part. Sort of some lucky dodges here. And once again, using his rush too late, I think that might actually be one of his weaknesses. So another thing is whenever he rushes with the parasols, let's just go back to his rush. Oh, looks like we can't see it in that one. But I've noticed when he rushes with the parasols, he uses both of them at the same time. I think this is about where we were. I'll just go back a little more to be safe. But when he rushes with the parasols, he uses both at the same time, which means if I were to throw my Whammer, it would cancel out both the parasols with the Whammer, since what rushes do is they increase the weight of the arm by 1 level. So a rush with a light arm will trade equally with a medium arm. Also, a rush with a medium arm will trade equally with a heavy arm, and a heavy arm rush will cancel out everything except either a guardian or another heavy arm rush. Anyway, what I learned from him, because he started out with a rush at the beginning of the first round, what a lot of people do is they take strategies they learn from other people and then try and use them against other people, and they might have gotten success with that in the past, but that also means it's very possible that it's also something they're weak against. So I decided to try using his own trick against him, and it looks like it worked since the popper rush is wide enough, and I also read that he would be dashing. Unfortunately, the Whammer doesn't land, so it only does 165. He gets a good hit there. If I'd thrown the popper out a bit earlier, probably would have been more successful. Anyway. So once again trying to play his game of trampoline jump. The grab would have gotten me if it was in range, but it was not, so. That was not only a read, but also a slight reaction. And it was kind of good though, since hitting him with a popper there sort of stunned him for a second, so it probably ruined his timing a bit. Anyway, go for some yellow grabs there, and it looks like it actually worked. And then I go for the landing lag, as well as the fact I'm so close that you can't really react to the popper's rush to get him in the end. And yeah, that was a pretty good round. I was satisfied with how that finished, especially since I got a Ibuki and I was able to finish with a rush, which is always satisfying. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and have a very nice day. See you later. Bye.